Well, here we go again. Another one. Apparently the audience is to blame that her movie didn't go well, right? So the movie was perfect, like she created a masterpiece. Best movie in the history of Hollywood. The only reason that people didn't go to watch it is because we have a very backwards way of thinking. Well, how about if we have a backwards way of thinking, you make some backwards movies, and then you can make some money. Because if this is what the public demands, if the public really wants backwards movies, why don't you give them that? Jesus. It's almost like if I were to make Bibles, and I noticed that my Bibles aren't selling, and I would blame the customer. Those damn customers, like, when do they want Bible? Like, okay, well, what do they want? Oh, I happen to be in a Muslim nation. They want Qurans. It's like, okay, well, then I'll start making Qurans if I want to make money. Or else I'm doing it for ideology. Oh, if you're doing it for ideology, then don't complain. You know, the movie is out there. The message has been sent. It's not resonating, but at least you tried. But the thing that I find the most bizarre, right? Like, look at this lady. What does her face tell you? Like, her face tells me that she covets my wealth. I work hard in order to produce cash. And she looks at me and she's like, she wants to reach her hand through the screen into my pocket and take my money away. And in exchange, she wants to provide me entertainment. Now, normally, in a healthy society with a healthy mindset, if her entertainment isn't good enough, I don't watch it, so she doesn't get my money. But now, she's upset. She said, how dare you not give me your money? It's like, well, you didn't give me the entertainment. No, it's because you're backwards. That will clearly convince me to go see future movies, future installments. Now, Hollywood is an incredibly competitive industry, especially now. Why do you think your movie is perfect? Why do you think it is so awesome? Oh, it's because woman power. Why didn't women go to see it? Like, if all the women, not even all, if half the women went to see your movie, you would still make money. Naruhodo? So, what happened? Oh, that's right. Maybe it's not due to the fact that the audience is misogynistic. Yes, the same audience that went to see Alita Battle Angel, the same audience that went to see Hunger Games, all of a sudden, when you released your movie, they happen to become misogynistic, just like that overnight. Oh my god, you're such a great analyst. You know what? Maybe your job isn't as an actress. Maybe your job is at a person working at a think tank. How about that? Go work at a think tank, because you seem to have like such power of understanding how the world works. You might even actually change society, you know? Like, maybe there are things that people do poorly and they need your wisdom in order to do them properly. How many times has there been when you see an actress coming up or an actor and it's like, oh, it's not me that's to blame. It's not the director. It's not the cat. No, it's the audience to blame. I think that this is a PR stunt. Legitimately, I do think so. Because we noticed that in Hollywood, people don't really get to speak their mind. I mean, they're actors. They read the script, even when they're not filming. Like, when they go and do an interview, they read the script. And we noticed this with Gina Carano, right? Like, people wanted to see Gina Carano. Oh, all of a sudden, Gina Carano is not good enough. Oh, okay. So, she goes out, has a couple of controversial opinions, immediately gets fired, right? But like, Hollywood wants to empower women. As long as they say, they speak the speech. I do not believe for a single second that this lady generally believes this. And if she believes it, this is cope. Okay? People did not go to see this movie because it's bad. Now, the thing with Hollywood empowering women, did it occur to you that maybe even women disagree with what you consider empowering? Like, what is empowering? A woman beating up men. Like, hyper-violent, hyper-masculine, toxic masculine. Hyper-violent, toxic masculine. Is this what you want to teach young girls? To beat the shit up out of other people? Is this empowering? I do not find this to be empowering. I'm sorry, I would rather watch anime. I watch anime about Uzaki-chan, you know, she goes on a wholesome date. You watch anime about rental girlfriend, yeah, like, those are wholesome stuff. What is the last romance that Hollywood did? What is the last wholesome movie that you can think that came out of Hollywood? Everything is with violence now. Right? It's like, oh, look, this lady, she's beating up men twice her size, and she does it with one hand behind her back. She's so strong, she needs no man. It's like, I've seen that movie before. And I personally don't like it. Now, what's interesting is that movies with men and women forming couples actually might sell. You know, did you try to think about that? Like, for example, the Avengers, right? Didn't you have, like, Black Widow and the Hulk? That was fucking wholesome, wasn't it? Like, everyone liked it. Black Widow was actually a human being there. You know, like she had various needs. Like she had flaws, right? Like she had a traumatic past. She was trying to fight through it. And she found a connection with Bruce Banner, who also had a traumatic past. And together they were trying to form an item. We don't get to see that anymore, right? Like now it's like, oh, well, she's the girl boss. She beats everyone. It's like, okay, well, she beats everyone. Why does she need me for? Like she already has everything covered. Oh, she needs my money. I see. She needs to cover my wealth. And it's also the bait and switch. The bait and switch that they keep trying to pull. Oh, you want to see Thor? You want to see Thor? You don't get to see Thor. You get to see something else. You get to see what we want. We are going to co-op this IP, not because we like the IP, not because we like the lore or anything. We're co-opting this IP in order to push our message. Because we know that if we pushed our message, no one would watch it. So we're using this IP as a platform. We're destroying everything you like as a platform. And yes, I know that female Thor is in the comics, but literally that was the problem then. And I remember saying, and this was back when Marvel was very popular, right? Before the Endgame and everything, like Marvel movies were the shiznit. And I said, the day they reach to the point where the comic books are suffering from blue heronism, when they reach to the blue heronism, that's where you're going to get the audience tuning out. And I was fucking right. I was 100% right. And we're going to see that happening in the future. The reason the Marvel movies were good was because they had good source material. And the good source material, unfortunately, has ended with the introduction of the woke. I'm like, oh, well, we need to make comic books for a modern audience. Well, unfortunately, that modern audience existed in 2016, right? Like you made comic books for a 2016 audience. We're 2023 now. Doesn't resonate. It resonated for the modern audience. That's the problem when you make it for a modern audience, right? It's not timeless. So you made it for 2016. Okay, well, I hope the people from 2016 find the time machine and watch your shitty movie. Because the people from 2023 are not interested. Yeah, misogyny. You know, it's interesting how many people watch anime with female protagonists. Isn't that fascinating? Demon Slayer. Oh my god. You know, and Demon Slayer is also made by a female producer. People watch that. Why? Because it's good. Well, watch it. Read it. Actually watch it. They watch the anime as well. And it's got a female protagonist. How do you explain that? But, like, of course they're not going to explain that. When have they ever, like, and they, I mean actors, right? When have they ever had a debate? When have they ever been challenged on any of these fucking issues? Never. I do not know a single example where you have an author going around and being, oh, we need more diversity in movies. And you have another person that would come up and say, why? Does it sell more? It's like, no, because we need to be that. Like, okay, you know, like if you have like different races in a movie that makes sense, fine. But like, why does it need to be a checklist? Like, what if a movie isn't diverse? What if I'm watching a Chinese kung fu movie? Is that worse? Because it's not diverse? I mean, it's only Chinese people. Or a South Korean film. I'm watching Train to Busan. Is that a bad film? Because it's got only Koreans in it. Would it be better if it had some white people? How? I would love to see these actors being challenged at least fucking once. At least once in their life. But that's why they all speak the same things. It's because they probably don't even think about them. It's like they know, okay, well, these are the things we need to say. This is the script we need to read. And c'est la vie. Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.